Namaste. Today we'll talk about a legend, Shigeo Shingo, Japan. When Toyota was dying, cars shipped across the Pacific were coming back with complaints, defects, breakdowns, broken promises. Losses had crossed $1.42 million in a recession-wound Japan. This was in 1960s. It was not a number, it was a death sentence for Toyota. And the enemy was not a competitor, the enemy was time itself. Shigeo had started his journey as a technician at the Taiwanese railway in Taipei, precise, analytic, relentless after World War II. He joined the Japan Management Association, a man who just studied factories. He felt them. When Toyota called, Shigeo answered. But the problem was brutal. To change a pressing die in a press shop, a routine manufacturing task, took 9 full hours. 9 hours of loss of production, 9 hours of bleeding money, 9 hours of standing still. While the world moved forward, Shigeo Shingo looked it and said something that every engineer in the room stared at him. I will reduce this to 9 minutes. The rooms went silent. Then came the laughter. Then they called him a madman. Taiichi Ohno, we have already discussed the genius behind the Toyota production system, worked along with Shigeo Shingo. Even he had doubts. The pressure was immense, attempts were made, failures followed. The machines did not cooperate. The process resisted change. For a moment, the madman looked just like that, a madman. But Shigeo Shingo did see failure as an opportunity. He saw data. He broke the processes down to its activities, internal activities and external activities, separating what could be done while the machine was running from and what required the machine to stop. He called this as an external and internal operation. It sounds simple. It was a revolution, and by 1969, after relentless refinement inside the press shop, he did it. Die change time collapsed from 9 hours to 9 minutes. This was single digit. The world had a new name for it, single minute of exchange of dies. We always call it as SMED. The impact was systematic. Production lines breathed again. Flexibility replaced rigidity. Shigeo went to write books that became Bibles of manufacturing. Revolution in manufacturing, zero quality control, the Toyota production system, words that engineers across 5 continents would underline always and practice in these factories. And then the story got personal. At Sono Okegawa, when I was leading TPM, I was inspired by Shigeo Shingo. I took this principle and put them to work. In our CNC, we had a setup time of 69 minutes. We brought it to 29 minutes in 1 year. Then from 9 minutes to 2 minutes. And after 20 years later, now it is at 30 seconds. I'm really proud of the team who had worked and brought it from 69 to 30 seconds. Shigeo Shingo never wore a general uniform. He never had armies, but he defeated the most stubborn enemy in the manufacturing waste. His son, Richo, carried this torch. His grandson, Kusinori, carries it still, and the flame spreads from Japan to North America to Europe to China to every corner of the world where machines run and people care about excellence. We have a Shigeo Shingo Institute also. Today, when a factory floor stops a machine, changes a tool and restarts in minutes, that is Shigeo. Heartbeat still pulsing when a worker says, we can do faster. That is Shigeo Shingo's voice still speaking in the shop floor. Jai Hind.